Imagine you are standing in line at your favorite coffee shop. The aroma of roasted beans is everywhere, and you finally reach the counter to order that grande caramel latte with extra whipped cream. As you take that first sip, a wave of liquid gold hits your tongue. Your brain lights up like a Christmas tree, sending a rush of dopamine through your system. It feels like a hug in a cup, right? But while your taste buds are celebrating, something very different is happening deep inside your abdomen. Your kidneys, those two small, bean-shaped organs tucked under your ribcage, just let out a heavy, exhausted sigh. Think of your kidneys as the ultimate high-tech water treatment plant for a massive, bustling city. Their job is monumental. Every single day, they filter about 190 liters of blood. That is enough to fill a large bathtub. They work 24/7, never taking a coffee break, never sleeping, silently sifting through every drop of fluid in your body to keep you alive. But when you flood your system with sugar, it is like dumping thick, sticky sludge into a city's delicate filtration pipes. Inside your kidneys are millions of tiny, microscopic filters called nephrons. They are the frontline workers. Within each nephron is a cluster of blood vessels called the glomerulus. These are your golden filters. They are incredibly delicate, designed to let waste out but keep the good stuff, like protein and blood cells, in. When your blood becomes syrupy with sugar, these filters have to work at triple speed. They are forced into overdrive just to keep up. This is why kidneys are known as the silent sufferers. They do not have pain receptors like your skin or your head. They can be struggling, drowning in work, and even dying off, but they will not send you a single scream of pain until nearly 70% of their function is already gone. By the time you feel the fatigue or see the swelling in your ankles, the treatment plant is already facing a catastrophic breakdown. Today, we are going to look at what happens when you finally give these silent heroes the 30-day break they have been begging for. To understand why sugar is so dangerous, we have to look at a phenomenon doctors call glomerular hyperfiltration. It sounds like a superpower, but it is actually a death sentence for your kidney tissues. Think of your kidney's internal pressure like a garden hose. Normally, the water flows through at a gentle, steady pace. But when your blood is thick with glucose, your body panics. It forces the blood through those delicate golden filters at a terrifying velocity. It is like turning a fire hose on a window screen. This intense pressure causes the tiny pores in your filters to stretch and sag. They lose their elasticity. Over time, these holes get so wide that they start leaking vital nutrients that should never leave your body. But there is a breaking point. Every human kidney has a specific sugar threshold. When you cross that line, usually after that second sugary snack or that soda, your kidneys can no longer keep up. They are forced to dump the excess sugar directly into your urine. This sounds like a relief, but it is a chemical disaster. As that sugar travels through the internal plumbing of your kidneys, it acts like sandpaper, physically scarring the delicate walls of the tubes. And here is the hardest truth of all. Unlike your skin, which can knit itself back together after a cut, or your liver, which can regenerate after damage, your kidneys' nephrons are finite. You are born with a specific number of these filters, and once they die, they are gone forever. Every time you force your kidneys into this hyperspeed mode, a few more of these tiny soldiers fall in battle. They do not grow back. They are replaced by stiff, useless scar tissue. This is why quitting sugar for 30 days isn't just a diet choice. It is an emergency ceasefire for your internal organs. It is the only way to stop the hyperfiltration monster before it claims the very last of your filters. The moment you decide to quit, a civil war breaks out inside your body. During the first 72 hours, your brain is going to throw a massive, ugly tantrum. Because you've spent years training it to run on cheap, fast glucose, it doesn't want to switch fuels. You might feel the sugar crash hit you like a physical wall. Your hands might shake slightly. You might find yourself snapping at your loved ones over nothing, or waking up in a cold sweat in the middle of the night, dreaming of a chocolate bar. This isn't weakness. It is a biological detox. Your brain is screaming for an easy fix, but while your mind is suffering, your kidneys are finally catching their breath. By the end of the first week, something quiet and profound begins to happen. You start to lose weight, but it isn't fat. Not yet. It is the ghost weight. You see, every time you eat sugar, your insulin spikes. High insulin tells your kidneys to hold on to salt. And where salt goes, water follows. You've been carrying around liters of extra fluid, hidden in your tissues, making your face look puffy and your waistline feel tight. When you cut the sugar, your insulin levels plummet. Your kidneys finally receive the order they've been waiting for. Release the salt. Suddenly, you are visiting the bathroom more often. Your body is flushing out that stagnant, salty water. By day 14, you'll look in the mirror and notice your jawline is sharper. Your socks don't leave deep, red indentations around your ankles anymore. Your legs feel light, as if you've stepped out of a heavy pair of lead boots. But the healing goes deeper than just appearance. Sugar, specifically fructose, is a secret architect of kidney stones. It jacks up the levels of uric acid and calcium oxalate in your urine. These are the raw materials for those jagged, agonizing crystals. By removing the sugar, you are essentially draining the quarry. The concentration of these stone-forming minerals drops. The internal weather inside your kidneys changes from a harsh, salty desert storm to a clear, calm stream. You aren't just losing water. You are actively preventing a future of excruciating pain. You are giving your filters the clean, smooth flow they were always meant to have. By the time you reach week 3, a quiet miracle is happening in your urine. For years, the high pressure of sugar might have been tearing tiny, invisible holes in your kidneys' filters. This allows a vital protein called albumin to leak out of your blood and into your waste. In the medical world, this is a red alert. It means your golden filters are failing to hold the line. But now, as the sugar storm subsides, the inflammation begins to cool. Your body starts to patch these microscopic tears. Keeping that protein in your blood where it belongs is like winning a championship game in the final seconds. It is a massive save for your future health. The constant bath of glucose you used to provide created a breeding ground for free radicals, unstable molecules that act like tiny grenades, exploding against your kidney tissue. But without the sugar, the fire of inflammation is finally being extinguished. Your kidneys are no longer under siege. Even your metabolism is shifting gears. As your body transitions from burning sugar to burning fat for fuel, the toxic metabolic byproducts that used to stress your kidneys begin to vanish. Your internal environment is becoming cleaner, calmer, and more efficient. But to truly appreciate this recovery, you have to look at the alternative. Imagine sitting in a cold, sterile room 3 times a week. You are hooked up to a massive, humming machine for 4 hours at a time. You watch your own blood leave your body through thick needles, travel through plastic tubes to be cleaned by a mechanical filter, and then pumped back in. The exhaustion is bone deep. You live your life according to an appointment schedule. Your freedom is gone. This is the reality of dialysis. It is a life-saving technology, but it is a ghost of the vibrant, natural function you were born with. By choosing to quit sugar for these 30 days, you aren't just following a trend. You are actively walking away from that machine. You are choosing the symphony of natural recovery over the hum of a mechanical substitute. You are giving your kidneys the one thing they've always wanted, a chance to do their job in peace. You've made it. 30 days. The silent storm inside your body has finally cleared. Your blood pressure has stabilized, the swelling is gone, and those precious filters are no longer drowning in syrup. You've essentially built a brand new internal ecosystem, one where your kidneys can finally breathe. But here is the most important truth of all. This 30-day journey wasn't a prison sentence. It was a reset. You don't have to live in fear of every single dessert for the rest of your life. An occasional treat won't destroy your hard work. The real danger isn't the birthday cake once a year. It's the hidden, daily flood that wears your filters down until they snap. Now, you stand at a crossroads. You felt the clarity of mind, the lightness in your step, and the quiet strength of a body that is healing itself. So, I want you to go back to that coffee shop line in your mind. You see the menu. You see the caramel latte. But this time, you also see the invisible reality. You see your kidneys, those two faithful guardians, finally at peace. Is that momentary rush of sugar worth trading for a future of machines and restricted freedom? Or is today the day you choose a life of vitality? Your kidneys have spent years fighting for you. Maybe it's time you started fighting for them. The choice is in your hands and in your next cup.